In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the clone stamp tool in Photoshop, step by step, so you can remove distractions, cover blemishes, and clean up your images with confidence. If you've ever wanted to make edits that look natural and seamless, this tool is one of the most powerful tools you can learn. And before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more easy Photoshop tutorials just like this one. Now, let's get into it. First, open your image in Photoshop. Once your file is loaded, go to the Layers panel, which is usually in the bottom right corner. This is where you'll keep your workflow safe and organized. Before you do any cloning, click the plus icon to create a new layer. This gives you a clean editing layer to work on, which is important because it keeps your edits non-destructive. That means your original photo stays untouched, and if you ever want to make changes later, you can do that without damaging the base image. Now that your new layer is ready, it's time to select the Clone Stamp tool. You can find it in the left toolbar, and it looks like a traditional rubber stamp. If you want a faster way, just press S on your keyboard. Once the tool is active, look up at the Options bar at the very top of the screen. There are two settings you want to pay close attention to right away. The first is Sample. By default, Photoshop may be set to Current Layer, but for this workflow, change it to Current and Below. This is a really important step because it tells Photoshop to read the original pixels from the image underneath while you paint on your new empty layer. In other words, you're editing safely on top without directly changing the original photo itself. Next, click the brush settings in the top left and adjust the hardness. Set the hardness to 0%. A soft brush edge is much better for most cloning work because it helps the copied pixels blend naturally into the surrounding area. Hard edges can make the edit look obvious, especially when you're working with skin, skies, walls, fabric, or any smooth surface. Now it's time to choose your source. This is the area of the image that you want to copy from. Move your cursor to a clean section of the photo that has the same texture, lighting, and color as the area you want to repair. This part matters a lot because the Clone Stamp tool works best when you sample from a similar-looking area. If the source doesn't match, the result can look fake or mismatched. To set your source point, hold down Alt on Windows or Option on Mac. Your cursor will change into a target crosshair. Then click once on the clean area you want to sample from and release the key. That tells Photoshop exactly where to pull the pixels from. Once your source is selected, move your cursor over the object, blemish, or area you want to cover up. Click and drag to start painting. As you paint, you'll notice a small plus sign tracking your movements from the original source point. That plus sign shows you exactly where Photoshop is sampling from in real time, which helps you understand how the tool is working as you edit. If you are removing a small distraction, like dust, a spot, or a tiny object, use short, careful strokes. If you're working on a larger area, move slowly and keep checking the result as you go. The key is to stay aware of the texture around you, so the cloned area blends in naturally. The more similar the source is to the target, the better the final result will look. Here is one of the most important pro tips for perfect cloning. Change your source frequently. If you clone a large area using only one source point, you'll often create a repeating pattern, and that can make the image look unnatural or fake. Instead, keep holding Alt or Option and resample from different clean areas as you move across the image. This helps preserve variation in texture and makes your edits much more believable. Another helpful tip is to adjust your brush size quickly as you work. Use the left bracket key to make your brush smaller for tight areas and detailed edges, and use the right bracket key to make it larger for wider areas. This saves a lot of time and gives you much better control, especially when you're working around corners, folds, skin details, or textured backgrounds. As you continue practicing, you'll start to notice that the Clone Stamp tool is not just about copying pixels. It's about matching texture, color, shadow, and direction so the repair disappears into the image. That is what separates a beginner edit from a clean, professional-looking result. So let's quickly recap the workflow. Open your image, create a new empty layer, select the Clone Stamp tool, change Sample to Current and Below, set your brush hardness to 0%, Alt or Option click to set your source, and then paint over the area you want to fix. Remember to resample often and use the bracket keys to control brush size for better precision. If this tutorial helped you understand how to use the Clone Stamp tool in Photoshop, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more step-by-step editing guides. It really helps the channel and make sure you don't miss the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.